Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another reaction, and this is Shucks, as requested by Rinsai and my executive producers, and I was given the context of this song and, what it's about and everything, so I'm not in the dark on any of that. I also did find out in just my cursory research before getting to this video that there's apparently some sort of a copyright issue, like some false copyright claim stuff going around, and if that happens to me, and it's not the actual people who made the song, lawyer the fuck up. But we can just hope that that's not going to be a problem, but I won't know if I don't get started. So without further ado, let's go.
I've been dreaming. I'm in a nightmare. I'm in a nightmare. No, wake up. Please 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 wake up.
Ooh, dissonance this early in? Like that much? I know this is a Friday Night Funkin' song, so like this sort of lead wasn't surprising.
See, I told you not to open it.
You did it. You opened it. Shouldn't have done that. Great impact on these hits here. Okay, here we go. I love when the title card shows up, you're like, oh yeah, here we are. Ooh, a switch up. Ooh, get a little fancy. Hell yeah. I'm already impressed that it's not like super standard. What was that fall off? I was not ready. What the hell was that? This bro getting jiggy with it. Good song, good humor. Oh. Ooh. Oh, she's a part of this too. I thought she was just there for the visuals. I love the shift in tone. Like the instruments changed a little bit more too. Yep. Oh man, that's so good. Not the circular saw. Oh, it's like animations probably from other people being thrown in there. Oh, okay. Didn't expect the art change on that one. I do love that they're doing that though. Like earlier when she was there too. Just like further cementing the story. Really nice. Very helpful for me. Oh shit. Whoa. Damn. How many times am I gonna be impressed? Hit it with the halftime. Yep. Perfect resolution in this pattern. Dun, 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 dun. This is a lot deeper than I thought it was going to be with the story. Like, not necessarily emotionally deep, just in general, there's more lore than I thought. And now we're double timing. Damn. I really didn't think it was going to get like that involved. I thought it was going to be like, I knew the story, like I said, I was told that information, so I knew what to expect with where it was going, but it went long enough that I was like, they're not going to do anything more with this. It's just going to be a song, you know, and they're going to end it. Like, no, they brought you through this entire story. It wasn't just based on it. It carried it through. That's impressive to me. Okay, so there's something that goes on with this song that actually goes on with a lot of FNF music, honestly, and it's probably just because of how FNF is, but also the style of song it has to be in order to work with multiple people performing it and just being presented in the song. So you have to be able to put them into their own category of what they're doing musically that makes things work out. They're using the same chords mostly because you have to stay within the same key a lot of the time. You can shift that out. That gets into it more than we need to for this song. But basically, this has the same 4 chords for everybody. That's kind of the core of what they're singing, but it's always a different pattern for each person. Sometimes they do kind of shift around depending on the emotion, I think, is kind of the trigger for that. But largely, we have a D flat, an E flat, an F minor, and a C or a C minor sometimes. There's a lot of wiggle room in there too, because there's a lot of weird dissonant moments that happen in this song, and it can kind of be hard to tell exactly what chords are going on here, but that at very least is the main progression that we've got going on here. And I like the C minor better, but also the C adds that lift to it. It sounds a little bit more proud, so especially at those tensive moments, that really fights well against the D flat. So this works really well as a general balance of everything, but that C adds, again, that tension that you really do need at certain points. And one of my favorite examples of this is that vocal part that we get at the end where it's the killer doing the singing. We get this progression of D flat, E flat, F minor, which is just bringing us up the chords. It's a very, like, boosted progression. It's wanting you to feel good, weirdly, but then it does something that I really love, which is it plays to the notes within that final chord. So we got that, it's like your fault, it's yours too, did what I did, and then that's where it ends. And it's the exact, literally just F minor. That's what they sing. They keep to that chord. And for the next part of that, we do the same thing for the first chords, but then we And I love that, this E diminished here. This, I think, only shows up at this part in the song. I didn't like dig any deeper to really hear it anywhere else, but I don't think I did. I think there might have been another diminished. It might have been a D diminished, but I'm pretty sure this E diminished only shows up here. And that's a really cool emotional hook to that lift. It's kind of answering the lift we had with that first section, because now we need somewhere for all that energy to go. And it's like giving us an extra beat to figure out where this character is kind of coming from. Like, not emotionally trying to connect with you necessarily, but trying to get you to make more sense of what the chords are doing. That's like a top tier use for that sort of a progression, having that sort of half step up into the final chord. I just really love how that feels. It's just, oh, it's so good. And again, it's just the factor of it being a killer who's doing that. Usually that sort of thing isn't for those sorts of moments. It's for dramatics, for sure. It's definitely used for dramatics, but not usually with the context that we have in this sort of a song where the killer is singing it. Usually this is the sort of thing that emphasizes pain. And the fact that this killer is feeling pain through the music is wild to me, but also fucking genius when you get down to the music theory of it all. I have no clue if that was intentional. A lot of musicians in this scene aren't like trained in music theory, nor am I, but like they don't really try to attribute music theory to why their song is going to be shaped the way it is, like where the emotional hooks are going to be. They just make what sounds good, and that works for a lot of people. But once in a while, you get a song where these sorts of beautiful decisions are happy accidents in the wild where you're just not really thinking about it. It just sounds cool, but it also speaks a lot to the plot, the story of the song, and where we need to go here. Again, we have a lot of varieties of this chord progression that do get played, just like that one right there, just stepping down them gets played a few times. And we have ones that are here, 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 here. And again, just kind of settling into that C minor sometimes, occasionally a B minor, I believe, just kind of like it's like a hook more than anything else. It's a resolute chord in there, so it makes it feel like it's a finished thought. But this entire song is so everywhere. The emotions are bouncing all over the place, and the lead is doing that a lot too, because that's just how FNF is. So there's a lot of movement in this song, and that makes sense for something that is constantly moving. There's obviously a threat going on. You want to make sure that the adrenaline is high for the listeners, and they did that, I don't know if accidentally well, but masterfully. If it's an accident, they just stumbled upon gold, managing to do that and making it sound good. I mean, like I've heard so many songs from Friday Night Funkin', Roblox, everything, where fans will make something, or just people who aren't pros but are actively making songs that just sometimes hit the nail on the head for every single box to be checked and makes the song so much cooler. And there are definitely parts that are a little bit more obvious with the emotional turns, like when the girl started singing in her part, that made sense. You know, you get the whole fade to black and she comes in. That sort of thing is expected, and I'm sure it's planned for that, obviously. But for this one, I don't know if that was planned. Having a killer feel pain while trying to explain that you're at fault for something they did is one of the best forms of narrative irony you can offer. And I love that they included that. Again, not sure if intentional, but it does add a lot to this song. And it might have just been for that one moment, but it was at the one moment that needed that the most. That's why I'm not sure. It could have very well been intentional. It feels like if they stumbled on that by accident and they were at that part in the song, that Jesus Christ, how did they manage to land on that happenstance? But I mean, either way, I'm just glad they had it. And again, these sorts of changes that happen with the song and just their progressions and who's singing what and when and where the chords are placed. And there is a little bit more movement going on there, but largely that's all of it and all of the chords. So building the entire song out of just that and having a distinct sound for three different people, while sure also backed up by the other instrumental stuff going on. Like, for example, when the girl started doing her part, that got a lot softer. There was way less noise happening in the song. It wasn't nearly as dense, and you could feel that emotional shift and that characterization in the music. But I absolutely adore that transition. It might just be that one bit, but it added so much to the song for me and this entire piece. And this whole song and the creators behind it managed to just land in that sea of gold and managed to make a beautiful song. Whether, again, intentional or not, they just did it, and it works really well. Not to mention the visuals and everything. High key visual game. I love the little jokes and everything in here. I like it when people are making something pseudo serious, but also this is based off Super Mario Logan, for God's sake. Like, it is not that serious. So I think that they blended that sort of like intention of having the story be serious while also being very aware that this came from kind of a silly place at the same time. Very nice to have that sort of self-aware property in the track. And like those weird jazzy dissonant chords I was talking about in the very beginning of the reaction that happened at the start of the song, those aren't even different from what we got in the rest of the song. Those are the same chords. It's just, again, their application. Do they have sevenths to them? Are they a little bit crunchy? Do they have those sorts of dissonance in there? And I'm pretty sure they do, and that's what's making them sound that way. But that also, again, falls into the court of, did they stumble upon that by accident, or did they intend to do that sort of thing? And whatever the answer may be, great song here, fantastic work. And if somebody tries to copyright strike the song that is not the people who made it, they can go fuck themselves. But I'll stop yapping there. Thank you all so very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you want me to get to something else, by all means, drop in the comments below and I will do my best as always to get to those. Or if you want to guarantee something, much like Rensei did for this one, you can always go to my Patreon or my YouTube memberships, or you can force me to listen to something. Doesn't matter what it's from, who it's by, if it's good or bad, none of that matters. That's why it's a guarantee. But if you don't want to do any of that, maybe just want to follow me and support me for more stuff coming in the future, you know how to do all that, and I'll see all of you in the next video. Goodbye!